So I was intrigued by that story. So at that time, at 12, I was already exposed to the modern medicine from the French and from the American. So I decided I'm going to be a doctor. And so I want to know how the people die, and I believe that I can save all these people, and not only those people, but I can save a lot of people. Almost like there's the idea that when you're young, you know everything, that you want to save the world, and like that. Right? So I decided to become a doctor. So then I start looking at how you become a doctor, because at that time, for more people, there's no doctors. So how you become one. So it's quite long story that I had to go to school, just like you here. Then eventually, I got a scholarship to come to Australia. Then when I got here, I was 17. And to year 9, and my English was very poor. Even I had read and write, like learn a foreign language. You can write and read, but the talking and discussion classes was probably just like what else, words I can't participate. So on the first day at school, the teacher asked around and introduced herself and asked us what we want to be, in the future. And I stood up and I said, I want to be a doctor. And then everyone looked at me and they laughed, because I couldn't hardly speak English. So, how could I become a doctor? And start telling them about the moon people. And there's no moon people, none ever in the history of 5,000 years of history that anyone had become a doctor. So. So from that day onwards, at school, they were making fun of me, and I was known as Doc. So I was Doc from year 9 to year 12. Then when I finished year 12, then I somehow, it must be fate. So whenever I got admitted to the medical school in March, so I spent my 6 years there. And then after that, I do my 4 years postgraduate, and I have been in private practice in clinical for the past 30 years this year. So you see that over 20 years to become doctors. Then about 6 years ago, I become quite sick with non-specific aching pain over the body, can last for 1 to 2 hours, and they happen frequently. Initially it started about 2 or 3 months, once then become a monthly thing, it become weekly things that I was really, really sick, and one day I collapsed, and I was rushed to hospital, and they thought I had a heart attack. But I knew that I didn't have a heart attack, because I only checked my cardiovascular. It's all perfect with I want to go trekking in the pole, so I did check with that, it's normal. So anyway, the doctor didn't believe me that there's nothing wrong with me, so he kept me in hospital in quarantine care for 1 night, and yesterday couldn't find anything wrong, so I went home, and then from then on, then I started looking for a master. Just before that, for about 3 years before that, I was told by 3 shamans really, 1 in Laos, 2 in 4 shamans, 1 in Laos, 2 in America, 1 in Australia, that I was born to be a shaman. That in my hand I was holding 2 pieces of paper. 1 is to become doctors, and the second one is to be a shaman. I didn't believe that. Eventually, then I had to got so sick, so I had to start looking for masters to initiate me as a shaman. It is quite take quite some time because you have to find the right masters. And the way you find that is you put a bowl of rice there, you put the glass, just like the beer glass, you just put on top, and you put the egg sit on the glass, and you just go through the list of all the shaman that you know, and if the egg just stuck to the glass, then that will be your master. But you have to be stuck 3 times. Right? So I went through all the shaman, the shaman in Australia, then did work. Went to America for about another 50 did work. Then I went through about 20 in Laos, and finally then found the one in Laos. So I had to fly her to Australia and spend 3 months in Australia here to initiate me as a shaman. So to become a shaman is that you have to be chosen by the shaman spirit. Not that anyone can be a shaman. This is not your choice, right? It is through vocational calling in the strict sense that the shaman spirit, once you're chosen, then there's no way to escape from it. You have to be a shaman. Right? Otherwise, if the spirit will make you sick and until you die, or you can even die from it. So you have to be a shaman, and you have to accept it. You have to be initiated. You have to go through the apprenticeship, and you have to serve the community. It is a person that chosen to serve the community. And you do that all your, the term of your life. So there's no retirement, such as in doctors. So until you die, then all your instruments will pass on to your children, and then it depends on the personality, the characters of the children, that the shaman spirit might come back and choose one. So in some book it said a shaman is inherits profession, but it's not. It is you tend to run in more in family. So we can call familial trend that you run in family, but not inherit. So my father is a shaman. So among the 10 children brothers and sisters here, somehow I was the chosen one, and that's where I am now. So I've been a shaman for the past 5 years. So it's just when you become a shaman, then so the first part is the calling, the chosen one. And as I said, once you are chosen, then you cannot escape. You have to accept it and practice it. That's it. There's no choice. All right? And there's no way to tell them who's going to be chosen. All right? But that person usually the one who have, any medical student here? Anyone know you met before? Yeah. This is like you have a very high score you met, things like that. So the spirit, the name spirit will choose that person, and one chosen is stuck with that. And then what we call the calling. So then you have to find your masters for you. Then you go through the initiation and the apprenticeship, and that took just 2 weeks. Then in that 2 weeks, you have to learn all the basic part of the shamanic practices. Right? What they call the basic training in the anatomy of all the ritual, the text. There's hours of text, which text is about half an hour to 2 hours long. That is basically all oral text from teachers. But nowadays we are fortunate that we can record it, so so you can listen to that again. But there are close to about 50 texts that I have to learn for the basic apprenticeship. Then from then on, you start practicing, and practicing at home. And then if anyone asks you, then you can practice. You can go to the house and practice the shaman, helping them. Then you go on to the advanced training, more complex. That's very complex. That you like the Rio said, that if you are not careful, your soul can be tired and you die during the ritual. So it's quite dangerous there. And those very dangerous ritual, then usually the patient is required to pay a certain amount of money to the shaman, so he can buy all the other necessary things to the shaman spirit. The shaman spirit also, just like in the real world here, they need to be paid to do all this hard work. And total we have 9,900 shaman spirit to deal with. So that's quite a lot. Then once you finish your basic training, then you go to your advanced training, then you become recognized shaman, which we call Zinan, right? Shaman in Hmong we call Onan, right? Which is it just doesn't have the meaning, but it will just go Onan. And if you become a shaman, then you are Zinan. And so it's a lifelong devotion. There's no retirement, and as you just practice this until you drop. And once, if anyone asks you, request the service, then you cannot refuse it. All right? No matter where they are, all right, all around the world.